here in Detroit, what's unique is that a group of people was tweeting me saying I should come, and I came. And I've never felt the connection like I have right now, and I think that there's really no better place on earth to do an event but here. And I was at the Fillmore earlier today, and let me tell you, yes, I walked the stage, so it was very surreal for me to go from where I was in New York at a small off-Broadway theater to the Kodak Theater where the Oscars were. I was very taken back by that. It was very surreal also because at the conference, you speak, individual talks are 10 minutes, keynotes are 15, and panels are no more than 20 minutes. And if you go over the time allocation, you hear the theme from Exodus. So, of course, it's at the Oscars where the theme from Exodus is really played. And I had no idea when I did the first event in New York City, my next event would be where the Oscars are. And so it was very surreal being at the Kodak Theater and taking in the stage. And there, actually, everybody intentionally went over so they could hear the music, which was really silly. But it was a very different event, and I'll tell you, if you had the opportunity to look inside the Kodak Theater, which is now going through renovation for Cirque du Soleil and just the Oscars, and had a chance to look at the inside the theater at the Fillmore, I would argue that the Fillmore wins. That there was more energy and more, it was just older, it was realer, and I was totally blown away. And I'm really excited about having the opportunity to bring this event to Detroit. I'm always the guests. The New York conference that I did in April, we had 1,100 tickets sold. The venue had 900 seats, so it was kind of cool. And we also broadcast live on Ustream. We had 77,000, during the two-day conference there, 77,000 unique visitors, total views of 128,000. My goal for 140 here in Detroit is going to be 100,000 people to join us live. The reason why I can get 1,000 or 2,000 people to come to the conference is that it's usually the famous people or the infamous people who have a name that ordinary people just hear about and connect with. But it's my honor to actually introduce and share the stage with all the unfamous people who have great stories to share. So I need the famous folks to bring the people into the audience so I could then, after those stories are shared, let everyone else be heard and be discovered. So that's always a lot of fun for me. So if you know people, there are 4 core panels I need help with. One is the sports panel. If you happen to know people or friends of people in sports, or it doesn't have to be Detroit sports, but sports in general. Music panel, I need some depth in music. I need help in the media, so I'm looking for TV, radio, newspaper. I know we may have it covered, but I can never be sure. And then some just media celebrities from the Midwest or people have heard of. I'm sorry?
What about the arts beyond music?
Arts beyond music, feel free to share a panel. I've done music, I've done Twitter and arts in 2 different cities. I do that just because I like it, not so much to draw people to the topics. But I'd be happy to, if there happens to be someone involved in the arts, that would be a draw to bring other people to us. I'm doing that. The tickets for the conference are priced, guess what, they're $140 each. And the early bird ticket sales are $100. Place to be in Detroit. I think we have a great story to tell. And from the people I've met that live here, that stayed here, and that are bringing friends here, there's an amazing thing that's happening. I want to share this with the rest of the world. Just to tell you, friends of mine, in New York City I had a panel on Haiti, which I looked at the effects of the real-time web on emergency communications. 2 friends of mine from Haiti emailed me yesterday. Guess where they want to come and talk? Detroit. So we're going to have some folks fly here from Haiti to be at the conference. My friends AJ and Melissa, who went to Tanzania to teach these kids how to tweet, they're coming here too. I'm dealing with a bunch of other folks from other industries who are going to come here and talk as well. But I certainly want to provide a stage and a platform for anyone that you know that has a story to be told. We have so far about, maybe a little less than 60 different speaking proposals have come in. There will be a total between 50 and 70 speakers on the stage, and that's the conference itself. The Fillmore, by the way, has 2,200 seats. My goal is to sell 1,000 seats and use the other 1,000 seats to give to students, to give to teachers, to give to people who otherwise can't afford to come but would benefit from the experience. I learned 2 words last year, just how to spell them. And that was serendipity and humanity. And that it's very hard to stand in front of you and tell you that this is a business conference about humanity. But the people who are successful with social media, particularly businesses, one of the unwritten secrets is that if you connect people with love, on the love side of things, if you allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable, it's so much more effective than marketing with fear. And that if you remember that behind every tweet there's usually a person, there's a human element here that's so empowering and so powerful that it brings it home. And the serendipity is that at these events, because I bring people in from all different industries, it's not really a tech event at all. And I'll have people from real estate, I'll have people from the media, I'll have people there from fashion. And you're going to end up sitting next to somebody from who you'll never, even in Detroit, you don't know everyone. You're going to sit next to people you never met before, but something will happen that will create a connection between the two of you, and lives will be changed. I can tell you for a fact that the next person you meet could change your life. Or more importantly, maybe you will change someone else's life by meeting them. I've seen it happen every conference I've done. And one of the reasons I keep on doing it is because I get these emails from people telling me what a great positive experience it was. If you were a farmer, there's a term in farming called hybrid vigor. Hybrid vigor occurs when you have crops that are not related to each other cross-pollinate. That is exactly what happens at my conferences. People who have no real reason to be near each other discover each other and have a connection, and that connection is real. So that's the 140 conference. I feel honored and privileged to be here, to have a chance to bring it to the city of Detroit. And I really, I thank you for listening, for being here tonight. And if you have ideas for how to make this a great event, I'm all ears. If you know people who should come to the event, invite them. And I look forward to being here again next year to do the same thing.